Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to talk about the Premier League badges and rating them on this tier list. So this is all personal opinion, it really doesn't matter, it's a bit of fun. I just wanted to rate every Premier League team. It's hopefully as balanced as possible. I think there's 4 in each. Yeah, maths, right, 4 times 5, 20. There we go. But there's 4 in each, so I've tried to balance it out. So some you might not agree with, but just remember guys, it's an opinion and it doesn't really matter. Alright, so to start off with, we've got 5 tiers. D is going to be the worst, and I have ordered them within the tiers as well to make it as thorough as possible. I have thought through this, so I do have a list right there. So I have thought a bit about what I'm actually going to do. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. Whew, I just ran up here from downstairs, so let's get into it and let's talk about the first team, which is Fulham. Now, Fulham's badge is just objectively awful. It's so boring and so plain, and I think the person that came up with it, he was extremely boring. Like, come on. A football badge is meant to be like symbolising the ethos of your club. This symbolises nothing. Like, I can't actually think of another team that has such a basic logo other than another team which is next, which is Bournemouth. Bournemouth and Fulham are 2 of the most boring teams in existence, man. It's like, just try with the badge. That is on your kit every season. This is what people pay to go and see. And you're giving them a badge which I could recreate on my phone probably in about 5 minutes. I'm not being funny, guys. I could recreate this within 5 minutes. And that isn't a good sign. It's not a good sign how basic the Fulham one is. The Bournemouth one isn't much better, let's be honest. It could be better, or it could be worse. Fulham is the worst version of Bournemouth. However, Bournemouth's is a guy headering the ball, and I don't even know what it is. Like, what is it? What is going on in that picture? It's just a guy headering the ball. It's red and black, so it's all right colours, but the logo is just horrible. Like, horrible. So horrible. Like, it's just, both of these, they're just the worst. Like, honestly, the worst. Every other one in this list I could live with, and I respect every other team that has a badge like that. Those 2 I don't respect whatsoever. I don't respect either of the badges. They're awful badges, and I hope even the fans of these teams know that Fulham's badge is awful and Bournemouth's badge not any better, really. Let's be honest. But we'll move on to the ones that are still in the D tier, but slightly better, I guess you could say. So we've got Brighton. Now, a lot of Brighton fans might hate me. I love Brighton so much. I go there quite a lot. But it's just a seagull. And this also may be a bit personal, but I have an irrational fear of birds. And I hate seagulls. When I go to Brighton, the thing that scares me most is the seagulls. They scare me to death. I hate them so much. I'm scared of birds. On a tangent, I got attacked by a bird when I was a lot younger, so anything that has birds within it, I hate it so much, and it needs to not be near me. So that is why you've gone in D tier. I don't mind the bat. Then you've got other players which I also do like. Richarlison seems nice, but it's just quite a boring one again. I think that's a bird. I don't know. It's just not that interesting, to be honest. I think it's a bird sitting on a football. It's quite simple, quite plain, but it could have gone in C quite easily. However, I just don't really care that much about Tottenham. I'm going to be honest, I'm not that bothered. Moving on to the C tier. Now, this is the tier which is actually quite good. Again, we've got another bird. We've got the Eagles, Crystal Palace. Again, it's the bird thing for me. And I'm going to contradict myself quite badly in a minute when I put one of them in S. But Crystal Palace, I don't mind Crystal Palace. They're just there for me, in my opinion. Exciting team in the past few seasons. Well, last season they were an exciting team. The seasons before, I could have just avoided them because they were useless to me. Not fun or exciting or anything. But I do like Crystal Palace. It's just the fact you've got a bird as your logo. It's just not that interesting to me either. But you're going C tier. You're just there to me. Not really good. Not really bad. Could be better. Next we've got Leeds. Now Leeds, I like the colour scheme. It's kind of simple, a bit plain maybe. Not really sure. It is just a badge and it is just there. Like, you wouldn't say it's like the best badge in the world, but it's not the worst, and it is just there for me, in my opinion. Moving on, Wolves. Again, a very simple one. I do love Wolves a lot. I think one of my older brothers is a fan of Wolves, but I don't really speak to him. But I like Wolves. Again, it's just a bit simple. It's just kind of a silhouette of a wolf. It is kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm not that interested. It's not that different to me either. So yeah, it's all right, but I wouldn't say it's amazing. I wouldn't go out of my way and say it's an amazing kit. Next, moving on, we have the last one in C tier, which is West Ham. Now, West Ham, I don't mind West Ham, but again, it's just a bit of a boring badge, and that's kind of my issue. It's just there. West Ham have always just been there for me. They're all right. There's nothing really excites me about West Ham. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never really enjoyed watching West Ham that much. And that's kind of where my opinions on a lot of the badges come from, is the memories I have with a certain badge. And that's why I might not put some as high, because I like older badges, or I like the older versions, or I just don't care about the team that much, so I don't really have an affiliation with them. So I don't really like, because I don't have any memories about that team, it's hard to like a badge when there's other teams that I like that also have a nicer badge, in my opinion. But again, it's all up to opinion, and everyone can have their opinions. If you've got an opinion, leave it in the comments. I might read it, I might not. Next, moving on to the B tier. Now, these are good quality ones. And just coming in at the B tier, you've got Southampton. I enjoy trees, and this badge has a tree on it. I really like trees. Newcastle, I'm not going to lie, firstly I put it in the C tier. But then I thought it's got quite a lot of detail. It's quite a well-known badge and quite a popular badge. A lot of Newcastle fans. I don't know. It's a nice badge, and I respect the history of Newcastle, and they're a good team, and I have a lot of good memories watching Newcastle and stuff, and a lovely team throughout the years, and they're going to be one of the biggest teams in the world soon. So while they're still bad, let's hope they don't get good too soon, because I need Leicester to be a top half team for my own sanity. Otherwise, I think I won't watch football as much as I should have. And we do have Nottingham Forest. Now, I love Nottingham Forest, which is probably horrible for me to say as a Leicester fan, but a lot of my family are from Nottingham as well. So it is what it is. I do quite like Nottingham. Obviously, the badge is so it's so ingrained within me to hate, but I just love it. I think Nottingham Forest was the first team to ever sign £1 million player, and they've obviously won Champions Leagues. It's an iconic team, and I'm so happy they're back. They need to really pick up their signings and sign some good players, because I need them to stay in the Prem. I was so excited when they came up, because I do really like Nottingham Forest. I'm not a big fan of Derby, I'm going to be honest with you, but I really do like Nottingham Forest. A great team, and they deserve to be in the Prem. Let's be honest, they do deserve to be in the Prem, just like Leeds do, just like Wolves do. Look at a lot of famous teams that have been in the league for years before the Premier League, and they do deserve to be there. Moving on to the last B tier team, we've got Aston Villa. Now, I quite like this team. Leicester is not that near to Birmingham, so I don't mind Villa, but I wouldn't say I enjoy them that much. Obviously have good history, and a lot of people are fans of Aston Villa, and I respect the team that they have. I really like Steven Gerrard there. I think he's a good coach, and I like how ambitious they are. Even if it's not working in the right way, maybe it's cool to see how ambitious a team is. Even if they're not getting anywhere, they're not stopping, they're carrying on and still going for every single season and signing good players. And even this off-season, they've signed some amazing players, and I do really respect that, and I like what Aston Villa are doing. Next, we've got the A tier. Arsenal, it could have gone in B tier for me, but they've got a lot of history. The Invincibles, obviously, Arsene Wenger, Thierry Henry, some of the best players in Premier League history have played for Arsenal. So I had to put them in A tier. A great badge. I did like their old badge more, to be honest, but it's a great badge, and it goes in the bottom of A tier for me. Just above them, we've got their London rivals. I just like blue, okay? I just really like blue. Everton is next, again another blue team. However, I love this badge. I used to love an Everton player, but I can't remember his name for the life of me. I can't remember his name. I honestly can't. He was one of my favourite players when I was a little kid, though, which is probably not great that I don't remember it. But I love Everton. However, I don't know. I used to like them a lot more than I do now. I think all the money that they have and the reckless spending is a bit off-putting as someone that used to like Everton a lot. But I think they're a great team, and hopefully they stay in the league and sign some good players. And I do like Frank Lampard, obviously, as well. Next, we've got Man City in the A tier. Just missing out on the S tier, mainly because their old badge was better. And I'm saying that. Their old badge was so much better, and I loved it so much as a little kid. Yaya Toure playing for that team. Like, Man City were my second team when Yaya Toure was playing for them. Obviously, if you've seen the channel before, you know I've got a Yaya Toure shirt, right? And I love Yaya. He's my favourite player of all time. I'm going to be honest with you. Man City legend. And they changed the badge. And I love that old badge. Even if this one looks better, the old one's just has my heart, and I can't ever let that go. And I'm sorry, Man City. But then I've got to put Leicester in the S tier. It's a cool badge, guys. Please, it's not biased. I promise. I promise it's not biased. I don't even like Leicester City that much, man. I've got this, yeah, from the 1997 Cup Winners Coca-Cola Cup final, yeah. This was before I was even born, and I got this here. Like, what are we saying? It's a cool one. Let's put it here. But I don't even like Leicester that much, man. I'm only like, bro, it's just a cool badge. It's just a cool badge. It's nothing about me being a Leicester fan, I promise. Now, let's move swiftly on. Let's not talk about the Leicester thing anymore. Moving on, we've got Brentford. Now, a lot of people are going to say Brentford is not a S tier badge. This is an S tier badge. The B is so cool. The red is so cool. I love it. Honestly, it's one of the best badges like in the Prem. Well, third best in my opinion. The only two that are above it are obviously Manchester United and Liverpool. And the main reason is memories for me. I always remember watching Manchester United and Liverpool growing up and being so jealous of them, and Arsenal to be fair, but Man City as well. But Liverpool and Manchester United always been so jealous of their teams and the heritage they have with all their fans. I love them so much, and their badges, I'm so happy they haven't changed them much at all. They deserve to be at the top of this list. But I just want to say shout out Brentford. Brentford's badge is beautiful. Like, people don't understand how beautiful this badge is. It's so amazing, and like please don't change it, and please don't go down this season. I really like Brentford. It's like, it feels like Leicester was a few years ago. So hopefully they can get up here, get up to the top half, and I'll see you soon. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. If you have watched this far, I really do appreciate you, and thank you so much for watching.